Hi everyone! So today I am so freaking excited. This is the first makeup video I've done in a very long time. I know I've been saying, I'll get around to it, I'll get around to it, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. Never freaking happens, but I literally cannot contain my excitement, and thank God I've got nothing on tonight for the first time ever, so thought I'd take this opportunity to actually film this video. It is the much anticipated Huda Beauty Textured Rose Gold Remastered palette. So for those of you who don't know, Huda, who is the owner of the Huda Beauty brand, she had the world famous Textured Rose Gold palette that she brought out years ago, and she decided to remaster it. She basically said that when they first launched the palette, they did it like pretty cheaply sort of thing, like she just reckons the quality could have been so much better, and like now that the company is at the level that it's at, she decided to remaster it and make it like even better than before. So I've never actually used the original palette. I have used other shadows of hers. I have the Electric Obsessions and the Desert Dusk palette, and I've loved them. Huda's shadows are my them and Anastasia are my favourite eyeshadows, so I'm expecting big things from this. Basically, the packaging is a beautiful rose gold. It's gorgeous, and it just says Huda Beauty Rose Gold Palette Remastered. And there's these beautiful like rose detailings. It is absolutely gorgeous. Now this does have... So basically this palette is described as, so on the back of this palette it basically says, what you thought was love was barely a crush, introducing the Rose Gold Palette Remastered. 18 revamped eyeshadows including 8 buttery mattes that blend seamlessly with your skin, 8 melted metal shadows with a blinding pure foil finish and easy application, 1 jet black wet and dry shadow for a dramatic cat liner or intense smoky eye, and 1 pressed pearl shadow to highlight. So basically they're saying you can use one of these shadows as a highlighter as well. That's basically really all it says. I can't really see anything about like the shelf life of the product or anything, so I know standard shelf life is usually 12 months. I don't listen to that. I've never found that shadows have stopped performing well after their shelf life, so if I pay money for a palette, like, I'm gonna freaking use it till it runs out. I'm not gonna throw it out just because its shelf life is gone. So basically when you open the palette, or open the box, this is what the palette looks like. Isn't it amazing? So basically it's Huda on here, and there's lots of like metallic highlights on here, like her lips, her eyeshadow highlight is popping. It looks absolutely amazing, and I think this is different from the original Textured Rose Gold. The original Textured Rose Gold didn't actually have like a front packaging sort of thing. It was just clear see-through, so you could see all the shadows. I don't really care if I can see the shadows or not. I know some people like being able to see the shadows, but I don't really care, to be honest. I kind of already know what's in there. But this is sort of very similar to what she's done like with her Coral Obsessions, her Desert Dusk palette. Basically, when you open it up, you get a little shadow protector sleeve, and it's just the same photo that is on the front cover. And the moment we're waiting for, this is the palette. How beautiful does it look? So if you compare it to like the original, I know a few of the shadows have changed. I don't have the original here to compare it to, obviously, but I think there is a lot more shimmers in here apparently than there were in the original. Also too, I've had a bit of a look at the original palette, like of other people's reviews, and the original palette, all of the shimmers and the metallic shadows, they all looked quite chunky and like glittery, whereas these ones, you can tell they are a lot more smooth and like buttery looking, so a bit more like a shimmery metallic than like a glitter shadow. So that'll be very interesting. But yeah, overall I really like the colors in here. I can definitely visualize like a lot of different sort of looks with this. And also too, it does come with a mirror. I love it when palettes come with mirrors, because then if you're traveling, you know, you can see what you're doing. And it does also come with a little like protector thing here, so you can like lift that up if you want to, but I usually like to keep them in there just because it keeps the mirror nice and clean. So without further ado, let's test this out on the eyes. So I'm just gonna prime my eyelids with the Too Faced Shadow Insurance Primer. Now I'm actually going to go do my eyebrows off camera, just because you guys already know how to do my eyebrows, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, so I've applied my brows and I have also put just a bit of translucent powder just over my eyeshadow primer, just because that's what I always do. Now let's have a bit of a look at the shadows properly. Okay, first off, the only thing so far I do not like about it is that there's actually no real like base color that you can put down. So I guess you'll just have to use like a face powder or just a translucent powder just to set it. I don't know, when I'm traveling I kind of like to have everything all in one, so I don't think it'd be good for travel in that sense, but if you usually prefer to use a face powder anyway, it's not something that's really going to faze you. There's a lot of transition shades in here, which is really good. There's some orangey ones, there's some more cool tone ones, there's like some pinks, so really good with that. There's a lot of like versatility in this palette. Okay, so now to decide what I'm actually going to do. I kind of want to try and use as many colors as I can. I think what I might do is, okay, we're just going to wing it and just see how it goes. I'll apply this shade Demure in my crease. I'm just going to use like a fluffy brush to do this, and I'm going to use the actual mirror of the palette to do this. Okay, I think I have to pick up a fair bit, like just doing a dip in, like it's good in that sense. Okay, there we go, that's the colour. That's what I want. Okay. Okay, so once again, that was the shade Demure. That looks pretty nice. It's just like a nice, like, it's like a dusty rose colour. Yeah, I really like that. Okay, you can see there's just like a tiny bit of kickback sort of in there, but like kickback doesn't like faze me at all. Honestly, I feel like generally if you do get a bit of kickback, the shadows generally are a bit smoother, generally speaking, so that doesn't really bother me at all. And like fallout doesn't bother me either, because I always do my foundation after, so I'm not a person who really worries about that. But if you like to do your foundation first, I don't know, we'll see how we go with the darker colours. So far I can see no fallout at all with that transition shade, so I think that's actually okay. Now I might go in with probably this henna colour. Now I understand this colour is actually in the original. And I'm just going to use that same brush and I'm just going to apply it in my crease, just to build up a bit of warmth. That is such a nice colour. Oh my god. Okay, I'm like in love with this colour. I think I like this colour better than the other one. I think the other one you had to build up quite a bit, but this one's like performing like straight up. I like a palette that gives me pigment straight up. I don't like things that you have to build heaps. In the mornings, I'm not going to go for a palette that I'm going to have to work heaps with. I will only go for a palette that requires a lot of work if I'm like getting ready to go out or something, like, I don't know, for an event or something, because I usually have time. But if I'm getting ready for work, I'm not gonna like reach for something that's gonna be hard to work with. And so far this is pretty easy to work with. So I just applied that colour as well. Now I think I'm gonna go in with, this is so hard. I think I might go in with, Doll Face, which is this hot pink here. I literally just use the same brush for like everything. I don't know, I just find it blends everything together. A lot of people will disagree with me, but this is how I like to do it. Okay, I'm just gonna apply this in. Keep in mind this is a blending brush as well, so the pigment's not gonna be like full blown straight up, because we are using a blending brush, but like for a blending brush, the pigment is showing up pretty quick. That looks bloody amazing. What the hell? Okay, this looks like beautiful. I'm just going to blend this a little bit up into my crease as well, and just outer. Okay, that looks so nice. What the hell? Okay, this is like actually beautiful. I freaking love this. This colour, I'm such like a Barbie vibes person. This colour just speaks to me. Like, this is probably the colour I noticed first out of all the colours. Okay, so I've put that pink in there. Now I'm gonna go in with, I think I'm gonna go in with this Man Eater, which is like a rich, warm berry, maroony, burgundy sort of colour. Now I'm gonna go in with my blending brush again for this. I'm just going to apply it to this outer part here. Ooh, okay. This is looking real nice. It's blending in with the pink really well too. Okay, I actually freaking love this. This is absolutely amazing. Okay, I think I'm done with the matte sort of side of it. I will go in and just probably do the Demure, that light pinky sort of colour. Now for underneath the eyes, I do usually like to go in with a different brush. So I'm just going to go in with this little tapered fluffy brush, and I'm just going to dip into Demure. I'm just going to apply a little bit underneath. I'm going to like bring that almost all the way in. Okay, and then I might bring in this Man Eater shade underneath. I can't help but like looking into the camera when I'm doing this. And I probably will end up going in and doing a little bit more after I like conceal and everything. But we'll keep it like this for now. Okay, so I'm going to go in and apply a metallic. Now, I think with what's going on in this look, I think either, really you could use anything. I'm really feeling either this pink diamond or rose gold though. Even bubbly is like really nice. I think it's either bubbly or moon dust. That's the one you can use as like a face highlight as well. So we'll see how that goes. But I think I'm gonna go with, this is such a hard decision, with pink diamond, just because I don't know, it's just my fave. So I'm just going to pop a bit of eyeshadow primer on first, just for this shimmer. Now I do usually just use my finger to apply metallics. I think it's just the safest option. You can never be sure if it's going to work with a brush or not, and then I just don't like wasting time, so I'm just going to go in with my finger into pink diamond. Oh my god. These feel freaking amazing. It literally feels like you're touching like butter. It is pure butter. Okay, that Buttery Shadows claim was on point. Let's just say that. Okay, so I'm going to go and put pink diamond on my inner corner. I'm just going to pat. Oh, that's so pretty. Oh my god, I love touching these shadows. I don't think I've ever felt like shimmer shadows anywhere near as smooth as this. Oh my god. Okay, this is like pure amazing. Oh my god. Look at that. Oh my god. Obsessed. Okay, so I'm going to go in with a brush and just put a bit of this bubbly colour, which is like a nice champagne-y, like a very pale champagne gold. And I'm just going to put it like on my inner corners. Doesn't really pick up much on the brush, but we'll give it a try. I'm just going to get rid of that. Ew. Okay. Okay, that doesn't really do anything with the brush. I might try putting some Fix Plus on it. Okay, that's picked up a bit more. Okay, that is like so much better. I think with this look, I probably would have been better off dipping into Moon Dust rather than Bubbly. Bubbly actually comes up quite gold when it's actually on. I mean, it could just be that it's wet at the moment. How freaking amazing does this look? Oh my god. I wish you could see this in person. It is just bomb. Okay, so now I'm going to go in and I'm just going to do my foundation routine, and then I will be back and I'll pop the highlighter shade on my actual face as well. Okay, so I have applied my foundation. As you can see, looks so much better now that there's foundation on the skin. I will go in now, and I've done like my blush, my contour and everything. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to try and highlight with this highlight shade. Now I'm pretty sure it's the bubbly shade, I think. I don't know. We'll try both. We'll try both Moon Dust and Bubbly. Bubbly is the one that I put like on my inner corner, which I think would be really nice as a highlight. So I'm just going to tap into it with my Real Techniques, the setting brush, but I love this as a highlight brush. Okay, now I'm just going to... That is so beautiful. It's subtle, like it's not as strong as I would usually go, but it's nice. Like, I definitely see that you can use this as a face highlight. I might try Moon Dust just underneath my brow bone. I think I like that too. I think this Moon Dust one is like more of that pearlescent. I don't think I'd use this as a face highlight, but I definitely use it for like under the brow, but like on the brow bone and stuff like that. Okay guys, so this is the final look. Now I paired it with the Stila matte liquid lipstick in the shade Perla. It's like a purpley sort of shade. I just thought it would go really well with this. I freaking love these colours. They make my eyes look really blue. It's really nice. Overall, I freaking love the palette. I didn't think, like, I ordered it because there was so much hype, and also because like I'm starting to sort of like those more pinky sort of colours. Like I'm getting real into corals and berries and stuff at the moment on myself. I didn't think I'd overly love the palette though. Like I thought I'm probably going to order it and I'm going to hate it probably. But oh my god, like blew my mind. Honestly, like one of my favorite palettes now. I think I'm going to use this like almost every day, and I love that there's just so many more muted down shades in there as well, so you can just do really natural looks, or you can go like all out and do something like real vibrant with it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for subscribing. Please subscribe if you're not subscribed yet, and turn your notification bell on to let you know when I'm going to be uploading more videos. I'll see you guys in the next video.